New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Former Ohio Catholic priest Robert McWilliams was indicted by a federal grand jury Thursday on several charges of CSA. McWilliams, age 40, a Strongsville priest and former seminary at St. Helen's Catholic Church in Newberry Township, allegedly pretended to be a woman on his social media accounts, including Grindr, to lure male victims into exploitation, and has been charged with JST and SE of C and transportation of CP, among other charges. Quote, posing as a female, McWilliams allegedly enticed his victims to send photographs and videos of themselves, sometimes threatening to expose embarrassing information. McWilliams already knew about the victims if they did not send such images. At times, McWilliams is alleged to have threatened to send those photographs to families and friends of the victims, and if they did not send additional photos and videos. He also stated that he would follow through with the threats by sending these images to the victims' mothers. Some of the victims were very young, and the priest knew from his work in the parish. In addition to those crimes, the affidavit also alleges that McWilliams was in possession and received or distributed approximately 1,700 images and videos, and approximately 150 files of said images in a Dropbox cloud storage account. The Catholic Diocese of Cleveland stated in a statement that it was grateful to those in law enforcement who have worked diligently to investigate this matter. Quote, as the crime case against McWilliams proceeds, let us continue to pray for justice to be served and healing for those who have been harmed by this incident. Williams has been previously arrested in December for allegedly possessing some of these images, and the diocese reportedly immediately placed him on leave after learning of his arrest. Quote, today's indictment reflects the seriousness and elaborate nature of the acts allegedly taken by the defendant to traffic and exploit in the local area. The allegations or the acts committed in this case are a disturbing and strong reminder for parents to be vigilant about who their children talk to and what they do online. Williams had served at St. Joseph Catholic Church on Pearl Road in Strongsville, Ohio at the time of his arrest on December 5th. He is being held without bond. Quote, the case unfolded when Geauga County authorities looked into allegations by the individuals who said someone had been extorting them in order to get them to send videos and pictures online. Authorities later linked the messages to McWilliams, and they found that he was the person seeking the photos and videos, as he had worked at St. Helen's Catholic Church in Newberry Township. And again, they just said it. Parents, be parents. Talk to your kids. That's all you have to do. Common sense. Talk to your kids. If you talk to your kids, it'll stop a lot of this nonsense and this tomfoolery from sitting up there taking place. You won't have a lot of individuals like McWilliams able to sit up there and have conversations, with, your kids. It just won't happen. Like I said before, I don't know what else to sit up here and tell people. I don't. I've been doing stories like this for years, and this is just keep happening. Like I said before, and then on top of that, just to further note, mainstream media is not going to really talk about stories like this. Let's just be real. They're not going to bring this up because it has nothing to do with how it is that they make their bread and butter with their bottom line, aka we need to sit up there and put up black stories. We got to have a black face to it because that's the only way that the advertisers are going to pay the most money and advertise before and after and during those stories. Like I said, they know how to bring in the most. right? When it comes into a lot of these stories. This is why when they happen to do a lot of stories dealing with black people, they will just respin the story, re-edit the story, shorten the story, lengthen the story. They'll do a variety of things. They even cross-reference other stories into that story. But when it comes to stories like this, they'll barely talk about it, and if they do, it'll be there for like 5 seconds. And then after that 5 seconds, that's pretty much it. That's the last that you'll hear about that story. And then somewhere 2 weeks or a month down the road or half a year, they'll bring it back up. Be like, oh, a story that we, brought up to you guys 4 months ago. This is, how it's going. They'll do stuff like that. Versus if it's a story dealing with, black people, supernaturally, they're right on it. They, right when they just put out the story, wow, we got 10 different updates. But like I said before, parents better start being parents, and y'all better start monitoring your kids. That's the main problem at this moment in time. Like, you have a lot of parents trying to be the kids. They're trying to do what it is that the kids are doing. They're trying to act the same way that the kids are acting, right? You have a lot of parents trying to be their kids' best friend. They have a lot of parents out here not even ready to be parents, but yet you got kids. You got a lot of parents out here that just don't want to be parents, and it shows. And the way that it shows, because I keep doing stories like this where parents are not talking to their kids, where their kids are, getting into any and everything. And then, things like this, they're able to take place and happen. Like I said, I don't know what else to sit up there and tell y'all, man. Y'all better start talking to y'all kids. If y'all want to stop a lot of this, y'all better start talking, to your kids. And then on top of this, the craziest thing is that out of everything, I'm the one doing these stories. Like, there should be a slew of YouTubers from this community who should be covering these stories, because a lot of this is taking place in their communities on a frequency, on a very frequent basis, on a very daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis. It's happening all the time, but yet it doesn't get brought up. It doesn't really get talked about. You don't hear people at town hall meetings really bringing this up all over the 50 states. You don't. They're talking about critical race theory, but they're not going to talk about this, though. Like I said, pay attention. Which one is more detrimental? Critical race theory or this? I would say this is more detrimental to your community than anything else. But like I said, because the face is something that, you can compare to, that you can see yourself in, you're going to sit up there and sweep that under the rug, right? You're going to make that a private situation. This is what happens when you leave things to be a private matter. This is what happens when you sweep stuff under the rug. This is what happens when you try to bury stuff in a closet. This is what happens. This is what that looks like. You got all of these people running amok doing this and affecting, individuals in a negative way. And yet you don't have a lot of adults speaking on it and bringing it up and making, other people aware. Like I said, it's, it's crazy. But, these are the times that we are in at this moment in time. Up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. Hey, it is what it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.